Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How we doing today? How you doing? Lenny Bradford says, morning thinking sideways market today. Interesting. Good morning, you like my golf hat? Thank you. All right, let's put out the poll. What's your bias? Vote. I have so many pens on my desk. Oh, I have to change my glasses. I'm like a bird on the flyway. Fernando, just so you know, I have no idea where my phone is, so. I do not have my phone on me. If you need to tell me something. Well, actually, okay, I can open up WhatsApp on my computer. So vote in the chat what your bias is. All right, yeah, I got it on my computer. Yolan Cox asks, I'm Ninja Trader, how do I hide past executions? Oh yeah, I'll show you guys a couple of things. Sure. Let me just switch to sim account so I can show you. Okay. So here you click on this button, data series. Yes, data series. And you can scroll all the way to the bottom, plot executions, do not plot, markers only, or text and marker. So if I have text and marker on and I click apply, and then I go like, let's say short here. Well, let me put on an ATM or something. By the way, I'm going to go over today how do you do an ATM order. So you can see here, it will show your entry and your plot marker, whatever. Right? And then if I click buy bid or close, All right, let's go to the 1 minute so you can then see it. That's a funny candle. So that's the difference between click buy bid and buy market, by the way. You see, like, I haven't been filled yet. Okay, there you are. So then if you click the data series again, you scroll down, you click markers only. It's just going to show you the those markers of where you sold. And then if you scroll down and you click do not plot, then it's gone. So yeah, that's pretty simple, pretty easy. So then if you want to clean up your charts while you're executing on it, that's why you would take off the markers. So yeah, we have the open in about 3 minutes. I don't know what my home is, but baby, I don't need for you is I'm like a bird on the fly away. Can Ninja Trader show dollar amounts of ticks when you're in the trade? Yes. That's pretty easy to do. I just prefer to do ticks because I don't psychologically. Let's see here. Oh, the open's in like 1 minute. So I'll do a little tutorial, like about a little bit into the session. You gotta stay on. Yesterday I read the chat a little bit too much. Got distracted. Still love you. That's life. Let's see here. Yeah, we have we're just like near all-time highs. I mean, yesterday there was, that's where ES just paused right there in this 1 hour. I think I pointed out where there was some sell-side liquidity below this, low and then imbalance, and that's exactly where we stopped. We were so strong we held that up. Nasdaq didn't even reach that on the 4 hour or the hourly. I think this is the 4 hour, right? Yeah, that's a 4 hour in ES. So we're just marching up. I don't see why ES is not going to get to this previous weekly high. Let's look at previous daily high here. We'll mark that out to see how it reacts. So NASDAQ already hit previous weekly high yesterday. ES kind of lagging. Here's the open. So then for NASDAQ, I'll just probably mark out like previous day high here. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. Bobby said, get ready for the bearish move. Ooh. That's what Bobby said. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll just see. I don't know what one is. There's some sell side here. I don't really totally love this structure, to be honest. I'm like a bird. Oh no, you guys can't hear me? What? No feed. Type in the chat if you can hear me. Looks fine on mine. Okay. Alright. I'll start singing again. Yeah, I'm wearing all white today. Got my Titleist golf hat. I'm a wannabe golfer. I'm trying, you guys. My goal is to, I just started. My goal, I just started taking it a little bit more seriously, too. I just started, my goal is to break 100 soon. Hopefully within 3 months. I honestly have not been scoring, because I feel like if I've read that you're not supposed to keep score if you're just starting out. You might get like, what is it called? You might get discouraged. Yeah. So far what you have here is, you have a 15-minute SMT essentially. So we'll see if, we'll see if NASDAQ gets to the sell side. I'm like a bird, I only fly away. Uh-oh. Crazy. Alright, let's see. This is what the heat map looks like. Everything is pretty much flat or red except for Tesla. Interesting. We had the 8:30 news today. I don't really see it on my chart as something important, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't look like it really had a big impact on the market, this 8:30. Okay. So Nasdaq's already below some pre-market lows there. See if it will end up getting to that, sell side. Nasdaq is weaker, which is funny because it like took out that high first. What's your bias for today? Did you guys vote? Vote in the chat. Vote in the chat. And I'm going to close it in 10 seconds. 830 votes here. Uh-oh, people are saying Top Step is BS right now. Top Step X down bad today. Uh-oh. I mean, that's why I said I've been using NinjaTrader for 3 years. I said it on Twitter too. I mean, I just personally don't agree with using the same platform as the prop firm, like having the prop firm own the platform you're executing on. There's just too many conflicts of interest there. Top Step X is frozen. I mean, I can't help you guys. I'm sorry. Like, I don't use Top Step X, so I don't know. I made a tweet on Twitter. Yeah, I made a tweet on Twitter. I posted on Twitter saying like why I've been using NinjaTrader as my trading platform for over 3 years and continue to do so, because a lot of people ask me why. And here's like, by the way, proof here. October 10th, 2022. Here's a trade review. That's NinjaTrader. Back when ES was 3,650. Oh. Anyway, it's because you can copy trade between multiple prop firms if they're using Trade of 8. Also, they allow like up to one Rhythmic connection. So you could have Rhythmic and then like unlimited Trade of 8 on there. And then you could automatically set a stop loss and take profit as you enter a trade using ATM orders. And then there's no conflict of interest because they're not owned by a prop firm. I pinned the link in the chat, like some other reasons here, and they have that. Like a whole more details here. This is all the prop firms that use it, which is kind of crazy. I didn't realize how many futures prop firms there are. But this is a whole table why. So if you guys want to check, that's pinned in the chat. But anyway. Well, NinjaTrader is not down today. We're all good. I'm honestly watching to see if it's going to come back to this first presented FEG. Maybe then I'd short it. Because there's an SMT. At the highs, structure shift break, then that would come back to the first presented FEG, and that would be definitely in a premium. But if it doesn't retrace to here, there's not really much I could do about that, right? That'd be like a 1.5R. But like I said, we'll see if it gets up there. If it hits this before it gets to here, like I'll scratch that idea for a bit, because then we hit some minor sell side, you know? ES is starting to follow suit here. Let's say ES. ES, yeah, I don't think we have any more high, like, red folder news. I think we just had 2 red folder events this week, and it was like, one of them was FOMC minutes, which, by the way, FOMC minutes is not the same as FOMC rate decision. It's not as volatile. It doesn't have as much of an impact on the market. And that you can just go yesterday at 2 p.m. and see the difference between that and then a day that it's FOMC rate decision. So, yeah, ES. If you're ever confused about the first presented FEG, where to draw it, just turn on RTH hours, and then it's starting from there. So if it doesn't show up on RTH hours, then it's not. However, if there's like a huge FEG red open, like 9:30, then I would use that. Like, and I've shown that on my charts before. Like, if there's something that really pops out on my chart like that, then I'm going to use that. So a lot of other people have been asking me, like, oh shoot, even TopStep website and mobile app is down? That is crazy, brother. Uh-oh. Seems like they, then, I don't know, maybe they can't, oftentimes they can't handle the amount of users right away at the beginning, so. I mean, at the very least, you guys should, like, diversify, like, the platforms, you know? I would not just, like I said, have TopStep X. I would use NinjaTrader. Trade of 8. It is superior anyway. And what my funny part was, like, under some of my tweet a little bit, some people were like, yeah, because you're on NinjaTrader Live, like, of course that's why it's your preferred platform. And it's like, no. You're saying, like, no. You're saying that the chicken came before the egg. The egg came before the chicken, buddy. I've been using NinjaTrader since 2022, literally. There's proof in the pudding. Before I was even an influencer or whatever. And that's the reason why I decided to collaborate with them. Like, there's so many other prop firms that have, and platforms that have offered, came to me, and I don't take their offers, right? Like, yeah. Like, TopStep has offered that I come on to their show. I did not take that offer. So anyway, like, the number one thing I do is make sure that I endorse products that I actually believe in. Because that's, like, all you are is your own word and your own reputation. So I make sure that it's quality stuff and stuff that's, like, reputable. NinjaTrader's been in the game for many, many years. Looks like ES is coming back into the first presented FEG. NQ is super weak here. What do you guys think? Honestly, with ES, the thing is, I don't really see. I suppose this is the sell side, right? The pre-market low. But, like, I don't really love that on the hourly. It's all efficient already. So that's why I'm not gonna short ES here. It's tempting though. I'll just tape read that. I would rather shorted NASDAQ if it came up to here. Like I literally have my limit sell in there, but has not arrived. That's my NASDAQ drawing, and then the 4 hour. Like, what do we do, you guys, if like this gets taken? It just means that there's some more. I don't know. I don't think that there'll be more SMTs per se that are that obvious, but did we hit it? It came like a tick. It came like a point before it, that sell side. All right. Feels very slow of the day, right? Like we had a kind of a fast open the first 2-3 minutes. I feel like the last, on the 5 minute, you can see the first 5 minutes of the day were very fast. Now we're kind of dilly-dallying. So where's the 50% of the range now here? It's all the way up here. It's all the way down here. So it's like the midpoint of probably this 3 minute. It's not even the midpoint. Supreme is trying to rally people in the chat saying, come on guys, all shorts so algo goes to all-time high faster. That's funny. What's up, Bobby? Wait, is Bobby the triangle guy? Tanya's from NYC. Realness runs through her veins. Deadass, my guy. Ain't that the truth? Honestly, New Yorkers are like the realest people you'll meet. Like, we're kind, but we're not nice. So, like, yeah, we're gonna help you move. We'll pick you up from the airport. We'll, like, help fix your car or something. But we're gonna be like, why aren't you more responsible? This is annoying. So ES really just rejected cleanly from that first presented fair value gap. NASDAQ is hitting that sell side here. Honestly, it feels market is so blech. Okay, NASDAQ is kind of expanding here past the sell side. So let's mark out like previous 4 hour low maybe. I mean, this is kind of remarkable, right? There's simply no entry on NASDAQ. Too bad. So sad. But I'll remember now that, like, okay, ES did end up giving us a decent entry. I could have taken that on ES. That's totally fine, though. Let's see. You guys, I deadass had that sell in, but never got there. It's fine. Just close. And there'll be something else. Maybe. So did anyone take a short after I mentioned that we rejected pretty cleanly from there, from ES? It pretty much did. That was a quick expansion. So for ES, what was it here? That first presented FEG, putting a stop at this SMT high and targeting this would be like a 1.86. It didn't even reach it yet, the pre-market lows. These are equal lows, so I would think that they would get taken out. What do I have here marked down now? That was a quick fall, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I marked this out. This is previous 4 hour low. I'm kind of wild. I'm definitely not going to chase this. Like I said, I don't know what to do if we don't hit this. We hit this first. I don't know. I mean, ES don't even hit the sell side. If I was actually in this short, I would definitely put my stop at break even at that point. So we'll see if maybe ES comes back and barcodes this area again. The Nasdaq made a clean, pretty clean FEG here. However, it did took the sell side. And there's definitely more sell side. It's just a matter of, I don't know if we're kind of low resistance running it, which so far we have been. I mean, there was not even a retracement. Yeah, I feel as this would be shorting too much in a discount while ES is kind of stronger. I mean, this is what I'm kind of wondering, is ES didn't hit these highs yet. You know, that's where we typically end up seeing the start catching up. Definitely looks way different on the 4 hour, right? Like ES's 4 hour candle is green, Nasdaq is red. I mean, I'm just going to kind of wait and see if there is maybe a divergence there, maybe at that 4 hour low. And then maybe a reversal. And maybe Nasdaq takes out these lows. And there's a reversal. Kind of tough because there is already an SMT at the high. Yes, rejected 830. E30 open. Okay. ES hitting that sell side. Nasdaq hit previous 4 hour candle low. Well, Nasdaq is following low resistance liquidity run right now. Let's just continue to see those from here to here. Draw out some extensions, perhaps. Let's just see the reaction here. It's wicking this so far. ES. Yeah, let's mark out ES. This FEG before it took that sell side. What are we doing here? All right, we're looking a lot different there, right? Nasdaq already at these lows. I'm gonna write in my journal though, so I'd rather long ES, short NQ. just want to see, was this like the midpoint? No, it wasn't. Was that FEG? No. Good to know, though. Alright. I didn't even look at the poll too much. What was the poll? So this week's price action is difficult, someone said. Let me see. The poll was 53% bullish, 29% bearish, 17% neutral. It's like a normal day. I feel like the chat's typically 50% bullish. Well, it definitely doesn't feel like there's any kind of sharp reversal happening. So back to the upside. I don't feel like I missed a trade. I wanted this first, like, to short NASDAQ when it was here, just look for a retracement. ES gave that, so that would have been like a 1.5 R. And it did make the lower high there, so I think that had I been kind of, maybe I probably should have also put in a limit fill for there to see which one would get there first. But we're certainly not seeing any sort of like reversal at the moment. There's not really a swing low, except for this one, right? There's a swing low here this is like Asia low, London low, right? Yeah. Previous 4-hour candle lows here. This is the FEG we made before we took Asia low, so I could just kind of put Asia low there. Relabel that. So this would be the FEG I would find important for a reversal if I would look for an inversion. It's just bleeding out. Asia low. So it's just bleeding out. It's falling low resistance to the downside. Let's see, 950 macro started here. Okay. Just like tiny tap into that. Fallen. Guess it's falling all the way back to the 4-hour and never rebalanced too. So it seems like. Free falling. Just having an inside day on NASDAQ, so. Like we didn't take out previous day high or low. ES staying in the upper half. Free falling. Yeah, do you guys think that ES will catch up? Catch up to like midnight open, this hourly low? I don't know. So I'm not pressing the button too hard right now. You gotta go with what you know. Yeah, Asia low, this FEG here. I mean, I'm still looking for some kind of. I was also kind of bullish, so I'm totally fine with not taking the trade yet today. I'm gonna see if maybe ES ends up putting in a reversal. Like I said, I'd rather take ES longs. So for that though, I would need to see like a closure above this with a displacement. NASDAQ just bleeding. Nazi, what'd you do? 155 points, that's pretty impressive. This is the stock heat map right now. Went from like mostly flat. Now it's like mostly slightly red on the day. What year did I find my first what? Yeah, Tops Up X is bugging out. Yeah, that's what I've heard from the chat. At least that's why it's nice to have a live chat so that you guys can tell me if something's down. Or if I have like an issue, then I ask you guys, hey, is like TradingView bugging out for you guys too? It's lagging for me. I mean, sometimes even like, I don't know what I saw, Twitter is down or Google. You guys have no idea what happened. Right, oh yeah, one time I had like the first time I had someone over for my stream in person, like, my internet just started bugging out as soon as he came in here. It was insane. It was My Funded Futures when we did that huge promotion. That was so insane. Like, literally considering I streamed all week, streamed that morning already for an hour and didn't have any issues. And as soon as he sat down, I didn't even change anything with my settings or anything. And anyway, so then after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to get a second internet. Like, I'm also going to get, my building just got like Verizon Fios. I just got Fios. So I was like, okay, I got the Verizon Fios also. And now I'm hooked up to that. But guess what? When I was trying to like literally talk to the salesperson on the phone, because my building had a specific person, like representative, and then I was like, all right, let me get him the commission. Like, I definitely know I want to get the highest speed and whatever. And he's excited. He's like, oh, you know, because he was like, oh, we have 1 gigabyte, and then like these are all the deals with that, but then also that we have 500. I was like, no, like, I just want the fastest. So he was probably really happy. Easy sale, right? Tell me how, when he's making like the order to just send to me via email, like, so I put in my credit card info, you know, with all the deals, like, oh, you get $200 Amazon credit, gift card, etc., whatever. Also, tell me how, when he's sending me the link on my text message, on my email, I click the link, it's just not loading. I had my assistant open up too. Over here, I'm like, hey, can you check this? It doesn't load for her either. And like, he tried another one, made another link, try it now. Nope, not working. I click and it's just loading forever, and then it goes, the server is not responding. And I'm like, are the Verizon servers down or something? And then he's like, oh, I don't think so. They would have told us. And then like 3 minutes pass after he's trying to make another link. He's like, yeah, IT just told us that our servers are down. I'm like, are you serious? Why does everything have to have a little roadblock? What do you mean Verizon servers are down? Fix it. And it wasn't up again until like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, is nobody making a sale right now then? It wasn't up again for like, until like the next day, I think. He was like, I didn't forget about you. Like, yeah, I know. I hope not. Easiest sale of your life. Anyway, now I have 2 internets. In case like one of them goes down, I can quickly switch to the other one too if it's giving me an issue, but looks like we're just having a low resistance liquidity run to the downside. It's too bad I wasn't really too bearish today to really participate in this. There was that 15-minute SMT at the high. Nasdaq never. If we hadn't hit this yet, which was like just the easy candy, and we hit this, I would have been in that short, but it didn't. It just kept free falling. I didn't really anticipate with the market action we've been having. Just always some back and forth. I didn't anticipate like clean continuation today, so I'm fine with this. It is very different. Nasdaq's a lot weaker. How much is Nasdaq down? 0.6%. ES is down 0.15. Yeah, it's a big difference. So anyway, let's see. This is what I've marked down the 4-hour. Like, ES hit this yesterday, and that's where we reversed. Nasdaq didn't hit it. It was stronger. So let's see how we react here, I guess. Someone said you should get 3 internets. What is your internet speed now? It's pretty good. I don't know. I like the upload speed's way better than what it used to be. That's important for streaming. Yeah, we completely wicked this, like, kind of perfectly. There's still not much to do. Still no signs of, like, a reversal. Where's previous day low? I don't really think so. Let's put out this, like, daily vib. Colorless. On a different color. Daily volume imbalance. Anyway. It'll be good if we start seeing, like, some momentum back to the upside, some green candles. Showing that that's, like, the reversal. Like, I kind of, like, put out the daily vib, which is this green, and the 4-hour FEG is this purple. And yeah, we tapped into both of them. Completely filled the 4-hour FEG wick. And then the daily vib here filled the upper half. So let's see if we start seeing an inversion. Like, the first sign would be an inversion here. Second sign would be breaking a short-term high. I would rather long ES. It's a stronger sister, right? And he has some catching up to do to this previous day high. ES is not. So I'd rather see, I mean, preferably ES take this high, because that would be a breaker. For ES and just, yeah. Well, right now, there's no bullish FEGs back to the upside. You have a tiny, tiny one, but nothing that's standing out, so it doesn't really look like we are having a reversal yet, at least. I'm trying to, like, I wrote in my notebook that I'd rather long ES, so I'm gonna try to stay true to that. But unless I see, like, Nasdaq's, like, a lot more robust and faster, but we'll see. So far, we did invert this, so you have, like, the first step. It's decent. Inversion on the 1. We're starting to see something. That looks pretty. How would you say? I don't know. Promising? Yeah. What's the word? Promising? Let's go. Let's see. All right. I'm like mentally preparing to try alongs soon. All right. So what would that look like? If I longed here, ES, stop here, and then target. I mean, I would probably target. Yeah, I'd target this. Or previous day high, honestly. So That's what I would do. Let's see, this isn't closed yet. Time is it 10:11? Alright, I have my limit in. Alright, I'm filled. See how it goes. I'm long ES. I can see NASDAQ also giving like a similar setup. It's just that ES is stronger. NASDAQ coming back and retesting this inversion is not bad. I mean, that's the thing is I think that ES has catching up to do even to like this previous weekly high, so that's why I'm gonna go for ES. It's been the stronger one. It's only down like 0.1%. NASDAQ's down 0.6. I like the SMTs as well from that 4-hour. Just like looks a lot different. ES is a lot stronger, and NASDAQ did hit a place where it could have a strong reversal, like I said, this area. So NASDAQ could work out as well. But it has yet to like break a short-term high. It to come back, retest this, had a good reaction here though. So anyway, it's not much I can do here now, except just let this play out. I think this is a good time also for like a reversal 10 a.m. and we've only been going down. Alright, we're reconnected, they're fine. It's a good time also. It's like 10 a.m. reversals. We've only gone down, so let's see. So for NASDAQ, it would be same kind of vibe. But yeah, this is nice. It came back into this after inversion. It came back into there. But if someone were to just want to long the first FEG, it would be like this. And honestly, I mean, I would just go for all this crap up here. And honestly, for this, you could 2R is really 2R is here. So I'll have this marked out for NASDAQ. I'm in ES longs though. So far, I've been in break-even / in slight profit, so that's a good sign, right? Like I haven't been in any drawdown in this trade so far, so I anticipate it to start to work out. Seeing the 15, where we're at. It's a nice wick on the 15 for NASDAQ, by the way. This is very good here. We're starting to expand on ES. So that's why I like that. NASDAQ, yeah, it's about to probably break that short-term high. We'll see. I want to see us, honestly, break for more ES continuation. I want to see us take this high, break above, and close above the first presented FEG, right? Yeah, let me widen that because we're in ES. So far, it's been working out, so that's good. What would it be to here? Probably like a 1R. About a 1R. A little bit less. There's a 2.2R. So this is 1.3. But honestly, as soon as ES breaks this high, I would think that you know, we would have more continuation as well. And the reason why I kind of just entered here, you would think that this is a premium of this leg or something, but in relation to the whole like days range, you're still in a discount, so it's totally fine for me to go here. And I was like kind of noting how all these candles here, like they're all rebalanced. Like price already came back down into here, so it doesn't have to come back down here again because there's no FEGs down here basically. So I just went long in the first fair value gap that there was. Pretty decent too. Like it's a breaker, inversion, like a lot of sensitivity there. So Nasdaq's working well too. She's doing good. It's just a little bit slower, so that's why I'm happy. ES definitely expanded more relatively. So let's see how ES reacts here. Honestly, I'll probably put my stop break even after we hit this high. Might as well. Because I think that, I don't think that, like, I think we should start expanding. I don't think we should retrace and allow more people to enter. So here we are. I think we've got, yeah, stops break even for ES. I want it to continue expanding here, right? And close above this high. It's looking good. It is. Nice, nice. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we should start seeing Nasdaq explode soon then, too. Alright, let's get to the new high of day, ES. And honestly, I would want, yeah, let's just hold. Gotta hold. Gotta hold, just let it go. This could be a really good trade. I think I'm up like 1R or something right now. This is about 1R. To here is 1.3, to here is 2. Don't want to overlook that though, you know. Just gonna keep watching this. I like that it closed above that. We're back at the 930 open for ES. I think Nasdaq's probably gonna continue following this bullish price action. I mean, now it has an order block here. It should bounce off of, honestly, and this is a nice FEG. I think that's just going to continue to the upside as well. So there's no reason for me to really get out. It's a funny way that I have this now. Template, bullish FEG. Oh. I really did mark out that twice. It's funny. No matter what happens, this is a free trade now. Nasdaq coming back to the order block. See how it reacts here. That's kind of a wild reaction there, so I might end up getting stopped at break even here, and I'm okay with that. Hands off the mouse. Just gonna let it do whatever it wants to do here. Yeah, Nasdaq kind of like a wild reaction there. Retraced pretty deep. I'm still in ES. My stop's at break even. No, I don't want to like take it off early, and no, I don't want to. I never said I wanted to partial here. Just said I wanted to see what I wanted to see there for more continuation. You know, if I partial at like a 1R, you could do it. You could if you want to, but if I think that that's like the best reversal setup of the day, I'm just gonna keep it. I don't want to choke my wins. Then stop is break even. So I would think that, yeah, this 15 minutes should start expanding to the upside. If I come back again in here, it's gonna be like, whatever. Not a low resistance run back. So it looks like Nasdaq came back again into this FEG. It's really just 50-50 what's gonna happen from here. Yeah, we'll see. Certainly not like super bullish because it didn't respect this OB and FEG up here. It came back down into this one again. ES did. I mean, my stop's at break even. It's still decent. So we'll see. Could just be like a first roadblock and then gather more and then go up, but it doesn't really matter. The trade's in. The plan is in. Just gotta wait. Honestly, how long am I in this trade for now, right now? I think I entered here on this candle 10-12. It's 10-23. Yeah, so if it's 10 minutes in, we already hit like the first buy side. I'm happy with having some stop at break even because the good trades, they just like expand to my target like in 20 to 30 minutes. So I might just get stop break even here because it's not showing more bullishness at the moment. We gotta see. Maybe it will pick up a little bit, but I don't know. Just gotta see here. Sort of is just where the 3 PD arrays feel here. It's like 1, 2, and then you have like an inversion here. An inversion here. So I don't know. It's like 2 points below, above my stop. Currently, we came back to 830 now. Don't love it. Where did 3 PD arrays feel? It's like 1, 2. Yeah, and you have 1 here, so I'm happy with this to be my stop. Back at break even, because that's like this order block as well. There's a lot of things here. Oh, well, I got stop break even. Oh well. It's not ready. All I'm really happy with how I did. Not my fault I didn't want to go to the final target there. I mean, any higher. I wanted to stop and reverse, so. Oh well. Stopped break even. It's just kind of showing me that there's it's not as clean as I thought it would be back to the upside. It's just gonna generate more liquidity then. Super happy with how that trade went though. Guys, too many of us are bullish. Too many of us are bullish. So Nasdaq coming back up down into this 4-hour daily VIB area. I don't know. Don't know. Pretty happy with how this went though. Tried. Came back all the way back to the 10 a.m. open. ES. Well, it's really just 50-50. I don't know. Could be just, yeah. What do you guys think of that price action right now? YM's, yeah, it looks different. I mean, yeah, the thing is, I don't really compare YM for SMTs because YM's just 30 companies. It's totally different from companies from the NASDAQ. Well, meanwhile, ES and NQ, you know, they share like 100 companies, right? Whatever's in NASDAQ is in the S&P 500, basically. Someone said Supreme said I would close. We got some like hindsight chartists in here, hindsight traders. Hindsight traders that say, I would have gotten the most profit possible in every single scenario. PA is crap, the divergence is aggravating, says Ian. I know, right? So, whatever. I'm happy that at least the stops break even, protecting the trade. I mean, what would kind of suck now is if it kind of accumulates in here in this 5 minute and then goes back to the upside again. Let's see on the hourly. It's only 10:29. Johnny Soko said he got slipped 15 points on MNQ. No way, bro. 15 points is crazy. No way. Send me like a screenshot on Twitter then, if that's true, because I've never heard 15 points. How'd you get slipped? You can't get slipped that much. Because someone's like, you compare it with, yeah, the wick. Yeah, but if your stop's there, I don't ever seen slippage of that much. I've gotten slipped like 3 to 5 points, maybe, like at the worst possible, like when it's super volatile, like back in April. Brennan Petronet says Top Step X break even on BS. Damn. Top Step charts. Oh, Matt V says because Top Step charts are playing up hard. Dude, they said like, didn't they posted saying like, oh, post proof of slippage. So make an X account at least if you don't have one. They were like, we want to see like proof of the slippage or something. Let me find it. Oh, Top Step's Twitter says, our team is aware of reports regarding issues with the Top Step X cards. We are actively working with our partner to investigate the problem. Provide updates. Thank you. A lot of people lost money. I hope that they reset you guys, at least. That's the least they can do. Like Apex and My Fun and Futures always resets. Uh-oh. Everyone is forced to use the platform shortly after there's issues. Yeah, it sucks. Uh-oh. Where's their thing where it's like, show us proof or something? I think there's another thing called Project X, like another Twitter called it, but let's see if that's Project. Is it this? No, this just looks like something else. What's the name of the Twitter for Project X? Platform, Project X platform. New Top Step X. A lot of people saying it's freezing. Project X trading. This is what it is. Right here. I mean, here you go. Go comment on this tweet. They literally asked. Someone said Trump is pumping right now. Trump tweet. Billy Choi says, I tried Ninja for my fund of futures, but I noticed lag and screen is blue, which is what Ninja uses when it's a practice account. You're talking about like the sidebar is blue. Well, yeah, I mean, that's every single prop though is using a sim account at first for their traders. Like it's going to be blue. Because you're not in the real markets until you're a live trader with that actual firm. Because why would they put that much risk upon so many people to put real money behind them? But the good thing is, like, it doesn't matter. People prefer to be trading on sim and not go live because there's better fills, literally. So anyway, let's talk about, since I got stopped break even, let me show you guys how I enter. Like, how do I enter so then I'm automatically in the trade, and I put in automatically have a stop loss and a take profit on the trade on NinjaTrader. It's called ATM, Advanced Trade Management, and I have different strategies here. So you can see on the drop down. So I have 10 stop, 20 target. This is all the ones I need. 20 stop, 40 target, 40 point stop. Then this is 20 stop, 40 point, and 60 point target, so you can have two targets going at once also. 5 point stop, 10 target. I would like a bunch of things, 80 to 50, whatever you want to do. And the way I do that is, so let's go on like NASDAQ so I can show more of it. So because I want wider. Yeah, so let's see. So I have it on my sim account because I obviously don't want to be entering to the prop firm accounts for examples. So here, let's say I want to buy this. I click buy market and then automatically put in a 20 point stop, 40 point target here. So that gives me a huge peace of mind knowing like, okay, I don't have to be super fast in putting in my other orders in case the market just is super volatile and like falls, just drops through it. Like so many times, I mean, I get stopped down 1 or 2 minutes, right? So you got to have your orders in. So that's an example. And then if I click buy, let's say buy ask, it's automatically updating that to two contracts here, to sell stop, to sell limit. Okay. And if I want to just exit a little bit, I can either click sell ask, so, sell it, or I can right click here and click sell limit and it will take care of it for me. Right. Let's see if it'll get there. And they'll get me out of that trade, and then it'll close the other ones because I'll be in no contract anymore. Price doesn't want to get to the sell limit. Yeah, so then I'm closed out of that trade. So how do I do that? Because people have been asking, It's pretty simple. You just go to ATM strategy. First off, you have to have chart trader open. So like make sure you have this chart trader, right? You can have chart trader hidden, which is, it'll still show your fills, or you can have off. But you want chart trader open. That's how I have all this here. You go to ATM strategy, click custom to make it a new one, right? So let's say I want to do 25 point stop loss now and 50 TP, right? So here I can put order quantity, which is how many contracts I'll automatically be getting into if I click it on the drop down. So like, for example, I think if I have 10 stop, 20 target, I made it automatically here that it's 3 contracts. So then I don't have to like click buy 3 or something. So I click just buy market But honestly, I recommend just putting it to 1, because there have been times where like, I'm like, oh, I click buy market. I think I'm getting into 1, but it's 3. I'm like, oh shoot, you know? So just make that order quantity 1 to make it easy on yourself, because then you could always just click, right click and then adjust it. If it's on 1, like if it's on 3, it's automatically buy 3, sell limit 3. You see here, it says 3, but if it's on 1, you know, it's just, you can click that and then you can easily put that in and change it, right? So the way, let's do a custom one. So let's put order quantity 1. I did click drop down custom. Let's put order quantity 1. Good to cancel. And then that's like, you can select when it expires, like day, and put good to cancel. Parameter type, I do ticks. Okay, I don't do percent price, ticks, or pips. I just do ticks. And then for NASDAQ, there's 4 ticks and a point. So if I want to put 25 point stop loss, let's multiply that by 4, it's 100. And for the take profit, you can put, let's say I want 50 take profit, right? I just put 200, and then I can also add. So this is where you could, which is cool, you can have a target too, right? So obviously if I want to have 2 targets, I need 2 contracts. So let's add actually another one. Let's add another contract. Let's say for target 2, I want to have 100 point target. So 100 times 4, 400 ticks. And that's it. You click save as template. So I would just put, I like to name it whatever they are. So 25 point stop, 50, 100 target. That's literally what I would do. And then click OK. And then so now you see there's 2. And let's say I want to click buy market. You see I'm in 2 contracts now. Automatically the stop line is here at 25 point stop loss. The first target is here 50 points and the second is at 100. And all of this is still customizable, so you can still drag it to be more or less of what you want for your targets. You know, you can put this here, whatever you want to do. It's not like set in stone. So that's why I'll have that in. Like I'll have like, I know around my stop loss on NASDAQ is around 25 points or something, or 20 points. So I know like, oh, as soon as I enter, I'm not going to get stopped out immediately unless it does go immediately like to your stop, which can happen, which is why it's good to have a stop loss in right away. But I'll typically have something like a little wider so then I can just drag it. It's about like an approximate. So then I'll just drag it to exactly where that low is, you know? So like that. And then again, I'll just drag to where I think the buy side is. And that way, so now if I want to add, I could literally just click buy bid, and now I'll be in like 4 of them, 4, and then here it adds to, oh, it looks like it added to the lower one. But then you could still change it here. Let's say you wanted to add 2 and 2. There you go. I just put 2 and it automatically updated. So that's cool. Well, let's say I want to get rid of one of them. Because I'm like, oh, like, let's say I want to get rid of one here. Let's click sell market. See, it automatically updates. So you're never going to get overfilled or something. And again, let's say I want to now update this. Sell 2 here at the first target. Yeah, so it's super customizable. It's good. Looks like this is going well, too. Not a bad trade, you guys. Not a bad trade here. Looks like, yeah, it's doing what I thought it. Oh my gosh. As I was explaining that, it looks like ES did end up going up. Oh, well. We're pumping. Why couldn't you just go straight there, you mofo? That's just life. Honestly, this is not a bad trade idea either right now. So yeah, that's how you do ATM strategies on NinjaTrader. Pretty simple. And let's say you didn't have it on. Let's say you clicked none and you didn't have it, by the way. I'll teach you real quick how to do an OCO. So let's say I'm in this trade. Oh no, I didn't have the ATM strategy over here on. So just quickly, I just right click here, OCO, which means one cancels other. And I'll put my stop loss. Right click, sell stop, right click, sell limit. And so as soon as like it hits one of these, it'll cancel the other. Instead of like it hitting one of them and then this order is still in, and then later on it could get to that order and you forget it's still in and now you're effed, right? So that's how that works. And then make sure you uncheck it after you do that, because if you put in another OCO here, let's say, and then if you keep that on, and let's say you have this one, it's going to continue to have the one cancels the other. So let's say I wanted to add one more contract here or something, it's going to cancel the other contracts if I have the other sell limit and buy limit if I have OCO on, right? So if I click buy again, you see it deleted the others. So as soon as you have those OCOs in, so then here I do this, right? Sell stop here, sell limit here. I right click and uncheck it. So then now, yeah, if you forgot to put the ATM here, and let's say now I want to get rid of one of the contracts, or let's say I want to buy another one, right? Buy another one, 4. Now you do have to go in and edit it because you didn't do ATM, right? So you have just click this and put in 4. You can either use the arrows or just type it on your keyboard. So yeah, that's how that works. Little NinjaTrader tutorial in the meantime. It's unfortunate ES had to have a high resistance run back higher. That stopped me out at break even, but what can I do? Can't do nothing. Also, I don't really see a super clean like way to get back into here where I would feel like the risk is good. It's just life. Came all the way back, stopped me out here in this candle. What's this looking like on NASDAQ right now? Just the hourly. Yeah. Yeah, Tanya, your idea was correct. Just stop that break even. Yeah, what can I do? It's just, it was a low resistance run lower. I would think that ES was a lot stronger. It could have went higher. I have nothing that I could have done differently. It's just that the market's not as clean. Yeah, there's not much I could have done there. Tiny, do you have a way to undo drawing on NinjaTrader? Just right click it and click delete. How tall are you? 5'9". Bruv, thanks for explaining this. OMG, thank you. Hit the like button if I helped you out there. I just want to explain how I use the platform a little bit better. I've been using it for 3 years now. I know that some people just starting out. It's pretty simple. Tyler said, how big are they? No idea what that means. How big is NinjaTrader? I think they have 1.6 million people trading on NinjaTrader. So what about a short CE of the 1 hour FEG? Why would I want? No, hell no, dude. We just hit 4 hour. Why would you want a short here? No, that's like a bad idea. You already hit this 4 hour and daily level. Just wanting to short here is a bad idea, especially ES is stronger and already, like, the SMT is done there, right? The SMT is over. ES, unfortunately, ES, yeah, just hit my target. I mean, so maybe some people, you know, if you just held stop there, it would have worked out, but that's not how my trading goes. So, very happy with how it went anyway. It's just not, it doesn't go cleanly to my target. It can't do much. You can see how the indices are not correlated. So that's why. it didn't. Nasdaq decided to be weaker here at this area where it like had a first bump in the road, like a FEG bearish one. So it retraced deep. You know, now it's having a 5-minute structure shift and it has a 5-minute fair value gap. Like I said, I wanted long ES and ES just hit my target. Ugh. Kind of. That's just gonna happen sometimes. Tanya is so patient for chat. I know, right? It's like the patience of a kindergarten teacher. Especially when I do a giveaway. SMT on weekly highs, by the way. I know that, but honestly what's been happening is that we just kind of catch up. Like the lagging one just catches up. It starts being stronger, which is what's happened, right, today. It was lagging. ES is lagging and didn't hit previous weekly high. And it's the stronger index today. So it's not really out of the question that it's going to hit it. It's like tape read this. This is a FEG left right before hitting this daily high. I mean, I would think that this should hold if it's gonna be like good to like blast off to here. So we still have the 1050 macro. Nasdaq is certainly kind of weak. I mean, it did break this high on the 5-minute. Is having a. It's just kind of complicated, right? Why do we look super different on Nasdaq and ES? It's just lower probability, harder market to trade. You're going to get stopped out break even, or if you trail, or you might even just get stopped out. So I don't know, let's mark out like 1050 macro. Too many of us were long, you guys. They had to stop me out first. Too many copycats. Now let's see how we hold previous day high on ES. Can we hold this FEG that created before we took previous day high? Yeah, we're gonna continue doing the breaking short-term highs. On days where Nasdaq is so laggy, does it usually catch up? It does, like, but can take some time. Can take some time, like an afternoon session. Her lesson is not moving stop loss too early. Accept the risk of the trade and allow the position to breathe before your intended direction, says Wayne. No, guess what? That's not my lesson. My lesson is nothing. I did everything perfectly, and I would do this again and again and again. Let's say I didn't move that stop loss. What if it went to my, if I didn't move that stop loss to break even, and then let's say it did come to this stop out, then you'd say, oh, that was a good trade, or that was a good decision. Or if let's say I didn't move it, I got stopped out, you would say you should have moved your stop loss to break even. You guys are just always doing it based on what ends up happening later on in the session. Well, guess what? You can't predict what happens, so you have to just continue doing the same thing. This is what I do anyway. This is how I trade normally, so. It's not me being scared or not accepting the risk. It's me saying, I only want to be part of this long trade if it's a low resistance liquidity run. Because if it's not, then it's a harder market to trade. Not everything is a lesson. Like, literally, you can't make, like, if the worst thing that you could do is probably just, like, look at every single day and say, like, how could I have done this perfectly? Because guess what? You can't. If you're going to be consistent with the way you trade, you can't be constantly switching how you do things. Sure, like, if you want to keep that stop loss, some people, I have friends that just keep the same stop loss and take profit and let it go and never move break even, never move the stop up. You can trade like that. Just make sure you're always doing it that way. So then make sure when you get stopped out, you don't look back on it and be like, oh, I could have got stopped break even here, because that's not how you trade, right? So anyway, we're holding this up. This is a good sign that we held this on ES. And on NASDAQ, I think I marked out as a 5-minute FEG. Mm-hmm. 1050 is right now 1052. I'm kind of looking for another displacement to the upside, to be honest, to see if I could get into a long, but yes, did. NASDAQ is kind of start seeing more speed from NASDAQ, essentially, if this is going to be any good or get anywhere. Could have, would have, should have, but didn't. Like, that's just how people are always going to comment on my trading. That's why it is hard. It's hard to show up, stream in front of everybody, take trades in front of everybody. Even if I get a good trade in, sometimes someone will say, like, you could have gotten a better entry. It's like, I don't care. If you make money, you don't care. It's not a competition. That's the weirder part, when there's like people on social media saying like, I'm better than you or something. It's like, okay. I don't think Michael Jordan ever said like he's the best basketball player, or Tiger Woods. They're too focused on their own games to like worry about comparisons like that. Top process that ES has not hit previous weekly high. I think we can get there. Just it might not happen today. May it happen in the afternoon session, or it might happen overnight tomorrow. Just thinking about how large these ranges are on the 4-hour. I feel like we hit the average range already. I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much. Let me take a look here on the 4-hour. What time is it? It's 10:55. Why is this lagging now? Oh my god, trading view. Yeah. What did I want to see? I wanted to see 4-hour. I kind of want to see ATR on the 4-hour. Oh no, I got rid of the favorite. Average ATR in like the 4 hours is around this. We already hit it. It's around 20 points on ES. See NASDAQ. $98. NASDAQ not, like I said, I wanted to see like an explosion to the upside. NASDAQ not doing it. It's too weak. Can't force yourself into the market. 98. How much is it? Yeah, we're on 98 already. Yeah, it's kind of wild how different NASDAQ looks from ES, right? Insane. Completely out of sync there. So lower probability day. So it doesn't surprise me I got stopped out of my ES long and break even. There was not enough juice in the tank for us to just go straight to the target. Or not even straight, but like, just follow bullish, like, order flow cleanly. NASDAQ is back in its 5 minute. Honestly though, like, it really can just be bouncing back and forth and around, especially like this wick here too. It came back to midpoint. Can come back into here again. We'll see. But I don't really want to do, for the morning session, I don't want to look for another trade here. Maybe that. Like, we already had a lot of movement before 10 a.m. And like, yeah, so we already have a bunch of movement. I'd rather it could just kind of consolidate. I'd rather just come back during the afternoon session, see what's good, see if has this been hit previous weekly high? Where is NASDAQ? Did it break another short-term high with a displacement, or maybe at least on the 5 minute? This doesn't look like a bad idea to long here. And it could get to there. But it's just so much weaker, Like, the ES is already all the way back up to here. So I don't really want to be longing weak. It's that weak. Like, ES could decide to sort of consolidate and then, I don't know. It could just be high resistance back up higher. So that's why I'd rather wait until afternoon session. If I'm going to try another long, I'd probably look for, even if we're up higher, let's say ES is up higher, I'm just like kind of look for manipulation during the afternoon session, see like what the structure looks like then. Good day, Tanya. How would you describe this morning's price action? I don't know. Ask the chat. How would you guys describe this morning's price action? Kind of slightly annoying. I don't know. Just like out of sync. Out of sync. I wanted to short NASDAQ if it retraced here and didn't. ES did, so maybe in the future I will actually take the ES short here, since NASDAQ didn't hit that first target and ES didn't yet. So it's just that was maybe a little bit of a error. I should have had limits in both of them and seen which one hit it first. And that would have worked out to the target for ES. And then but I was like mostly bullish today, so I was kind of just waiting for a shift. what happened here in ES. I put stop loss break even after we hit this high. And it stopped me out break even. I wanted a previous day high. Just didn't run there very cleanly. So yeah, that's my thought process. I think I'd rather just come back in the afternoon, check things out. It doesn't look too bad, but I mean, NASDAQ needs to sort of show a little bit more life for me to want to get back into longs. It doesn't look too bad though. Like on the 5, it's holding up. It had a shift, 4-hour daily VIB level. I think I just kind of rather see like a silver bullet entry, like somewhere up here, or for ES, yeah, another break of a short-term high, kind of just same vibe. Because I don't want to be caught up in like a trade accumulating, and then dying out. Plus, like, you have Trump randomly tweeting, so yeah, that's my thought process. I'm still bullish for today. Just a matter of, are we gonna get there high resistance run or low? And so far, it's been a high resistance way. Because this pullback here was unnecessary for NASDAQ. And kind of annoying. Someone said, do not trace price. Yeah, I will not. Tanya, when afternoon session begins based on ICT teachings? I like to 1 p.m. 1 p.m. And then like anticipate potential manipulation at 1:30. So like I like to show up at 1 and kind of look at things and see if there already was like a lunchtime manipulation, then it might not happen in the afternoon. So yeah. Yep, those are my thought process for today. Market's super out of sync. Stay safe, everybody. Don't be a degenerate. And yeah, I'll update you if I end up trading the afternoon session. I can't actually, you know what? I might not even be able to, because I have a personal trading session at 2 p.m., 2 to 3 p.m. I guess at 1 I'll, what I have done in the past is enter the trade and just put in an OCO and gone. If I enter by like my 2 p.m. So that's all I'll keep an eye on. Basically just keeping an eye on if NASDAQ's going to break another short-term high on the 5. And ES as well. ES looks a lot stronger, so it's chugging along. But like, this is where I'm cautious, is that it has these 5-minute FEGs also here, so it could retrace a little bit deeper if it wanted to during lunchtime. But what does look good is that it held this 1 minute. So yeah, not the easiest of days. Not the cleanest of structured days, but whatever. Can't be mad at a break-even day. So anyway, hope everyone's doing good. See you back here tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Ciao.